Hey guys, Dave from Nerdarchy, 4 nerds, by nerds, hang out with all these nerds, and we're going to play some 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons today. We want to go around and say who you are, who you're playing.
Hey guys, I'm Alan, also known as Archelian from Fort Dragons, and I will be bringing Victus Bloodfang, the Dragonborn knight who apparently can't survive a giant boulder to the face.
Hey guys, I'm Nerdarchy. I'll be playing the human cleric, Relion.
Nerdarchy Ryan with Lord Falcor Kreskinar, and he is a Dragonborn wild magic sorcerer.
We're still fairly certain it's self-imposed.
And AKA the worst sorcerer.
Yeah. You mean a sorcerer of like German sausages?
Of suck, yeah.
Hi, I'm Anthony from Cardboard Fortress Games. I'll be playing Pickle Dick, the Goblin Gobblegit, Goblin Juggalo. It's been a while, and he eats giant boulders for breakfast. So.
I'm Todd, playing toward the half-elf Bard of Valor, or, you know, Bard of taking up a placeholder spot in the team.
The Bard of Naps.
And that's it.
Alright, no 11th hour games or...
No, I think I'm ditching the 11th hour, because Brian Williams came out with that 11th hour TV show, and I don't want to be affiliated with that.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair.
Well, first of all, let's congratulate Cardboard Fortress on another kick-ass Kickstarter. Guys crushed it again with Laser Riders. Can't wait to get my copy. Where's my copy at, motherfuckers? Didn't it end like days ago?
Avoid the laser shark! Avoid the laser shark!
I'll have to explain to you how Kickstarter works at some point.
But they're light stuff. They should move the speed.
Don't worry, I have resistance at the very least, if not immunity to logic and reason.
So, wait, one question for you, Anthony. Does the laser shark actually have a laser on his head?
No.
Aww.
It breathes and eats lasers.
I do like how there's a video game that has that sort of Tron light cycle thing that you were just like a few months ahead of the curve. Like,
Rockstar Games came out with them with a basically a Tron light cycles mod for their online game, and I was like, beat them to it. Take that, Rockstar!
Suck it, bitches! So with that, you guys have just ventured forth from the Underdark. You've procured the dark lens that you need to build the entropy bomb that you're going to use to blow up the Vargarian temple.
And save the world. But more importantly, we got our mushroom crew.
You did.
Set up shop.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry. Those aren't something I was supposed to burn on the way here?
No.
I wasn't supposed to.
You're still a little statuette until I hear it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You don't even know. Right now, you're not aware of anything.
Oh.
less so than usual.
Explain to what's different about that.
Don't start talking smack yet. We haven't chosen what to do with you.
So you guys had ventured into the Underdark, which we call the Beneath here in Chimes of Discordia, to procure a artifact, the Dark Lens, which you guys are going to be using in a magical ritual to create an entropy bomb by having a Nothic, a giant mutated chaos Nothic, stare through the lens and get focused into a receptacle, which you guys have not found yet and are still trying to figure out.
Wait a minute, who came up with this plan? This sounds ridiculous.
The Goblo's ball high.
Yeah.
But, you know, not only did you guys manage to procure the Dark Lens, you also discovered there was a very high-powered and high-priced assassin after you guys that tried offing you guys with her minions. You've not actually encountered her yet.
The assassin queen, essentially.
You believe that the person that hired the assassin is actually from outside of Gryphongaff. There's a manor there owned by Danak, which transmissions have been kind of like tracked back to that location. Also, you procured several things. One, you now have a chariot pulled by a boule. You have a griffin that's been following you around looking for Scooby snacks. And also, what do you have, like a half a dozen myconids?
They all managed to survive, yeah.
Constantly getting the...
Well, one of them did die, but
But he got better.
We fixed that.
Yeah, there are mushroom red shirts.
Yes. So the Goblos have probably been getting high the whole time off of the myconids, which they're going to have to get them back to Mom's place and in the basement before sunup, or they will start to melt.
What? We got the underground carriage.
You do.
We're going to drive that right below the surface till we get to Mom's basement.
But what you don't have is the ability to see while you're underground.
Well, What is the bullet will just keep its head just a little above the surface.
You're gonna be like,
But if we could reach
Oh,
them
no,
mass
no, no.
graves outside of Gryphon.
what are you guys? What are you guys are surfing the head on
There you
the head?
go. There you go.
More, just a general question. I didn't get turned into a statue by the Gorgon or the Medusa, did I?
No, the last thing you actually remember is you're actually in a library being bored to tears as Falcor was discussing the merits of various magical properties of this substance, the pearlescence, with an elderly drow woman. And in your boredom, you start fiddling with things, and the last thing you remember anyone saying to you is, "Stop! Don't!"
Okay. Works for me.
And you were, for you guys who may not remember, and for anyone here that has forgotten, you were encased in amber, essentially, and then shrunk down to make you more portable, because I think it was Lady Venata.
Yes. Vanadium.
She believes that it will wear off on its own at some point.
It'll be next session, but
Yeah.
So, where are you keeping him, by the way?
I thought it was in a pouch.
Well, is there like a cubby in the
loaded
cart? Like the cart? Does the cart have like a cup holder?
You guys didn't spend the extra.
We welded it to the hood.
It's melted right here.
Yeah, I guess I have him in a pouch, but a pouch it's like very like off of my person, so if it explodes, he can just like explode off to the side, kind of. Nothing valuable is in this pouch.
I'm pretty sure Grundle Punch was pretty desperate to like shove him up something,
Yeah,
leave him there.
yeah.
So you at least kept him close enough that she couldn't get her hands on it. He couldn't get her hands.
Unless Grundle Punch had a sex change.
Nah. I will say that since Nicole isn't here, and if it's okay, I think that the best way to write her off is to have her character take the mushrooms and the general absurd menagerie here and start setting up getting them all set up in town.
In the basement.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
She's off with 2 live crew.
So they actually probably went ahead of you guys. Proceed. The Griffin is probably still with you, but the Bulle and the Myconids and the
giant
Spider, they've all
just rides into town. And we're like, where are we housing this?
Yeah, I mean, we got a giant spider, a giant lion eagle, a big giant land shark, and a big giant lizard. Like, we're covering all our bases.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have a problem really housing them because Mom's estate's is decent size, So there is a stable and grounds, although
I don't know how you pen in a bullet, though.
that would be
Sell
the
it off
issue.
to Danak.
More importantly,
He's
who's taking
a
care of
zoo,
Crozon
isn't he?
while I'm tiny?
We should,
Frozen wandered.
We should see if we can sell him
No, no.
as an
He's,
excuse
he's
to
out
go visit
looking
the
for you.
dock.
Oh, that's not good.
That's a good idea. You should mention that.
I should. I forgot what I said. No. So we should go use an excuse to see Danak because we're going to sell him the belay.
Nice.
He
For
likes
a
weird
zoo.
things, yeah.
He does. He does have the owlbears.
Does he be surprised that we're
Sasha
back
and
alive?
Fluffy.
Since we think he may
I
have
still
been
want to
a
wrestle
petty
those at some
assassin.
point.
Alright, so we're gonna just move it along.
All right. So with that, you guys roll up on the gate. Just before you get there, you feel like a little rumbling and shaking at your pouch.
You.
Alright, I upend it.
Quick, throw it into the latrine.
Bury it up to its neck.
So as you do, the small little figurine comes tumbling out through the air, but as it does, it begins to grow and morph, and the amber kind of shatters
Stop
everywhere.
it as hard as I can. Kill it, kill it, kill it.
And the next thing you know, you're laying on your back with Pickle Dick stomping on your chest.
Is he still this big?
No, he's full size.
Yeah, was that a separate thing that she got?
It was, but she tied it to the original
Very
Dreamer.
smart, very smart.
That's a shame.
That is a real missed
Well,
opportunity for Larry right there.
Unfortunately for Pickle Dick, not really knowing what the hell happened and why he's now stomping on me, he's getting punched as I just kind of lead up going, what the freak just happened? Where are we?
Move back in
So I kind of
Gryffindor.
imagine you
Greetings.
punching up as he's stomping at you, and you kind of like doing a handstand, one arm handstand on his fist as he does it, and all you do is manage to like propel the goblet through the air,
Yeah,
and become part of a
backflip.
tumbling routine.
Backflip, land, bow, and then roll away.
Look, my character's already determined that I can't actually hit him, so I'm just going to kind of propel him elsewhere.
So as you approach the gate, one of the guardsmen, some of you guys probably even recognize him. You've been in the town for a couple of years now, if not most of your life. Gregory comes running up, and he has a rolled up scroll grasped in his fist, and he immediately goes to you, Falcor. He goes, "Thank the gods. We've been waiting for you for about a week now. This has been sent for you. It's most urgent."
Well, thank you.
What
for
did you break now?
Your prudent watching for us to arrive back. Let's see what this all is. And I use my talon nail to rip open the perceived wax seal and see what the missive says.
Okay, so it has the Emperor's seal upon it. It's not his personal seal, but the seal of his house. So meaning that it's an official document, but not necessarily penned by his hand or his orders.
Okay, so.
So you're going over, and it details the fact that Dragonborn have gone missing outside of Fort Fangmoor, which is what they've dubbed the portal. And it's the whole time it's been worked on. Like first, it was just basically some outbuildings with a wooden stockade, but they've begun building more permanent structures, and they're building further out. And it's basically a settlement is springing up around it.
And they've been going missing.
Yes, individuals, parties, and the other disturbing thing is that non-Dragonborn had just been murdered. So any Dragonborn that have gone missing, if they were accompanied by a non-Dragonborn, the body of the non-Dragonborn was left slain, and they're beseeching you to look into this matter most expediently. They're concerned about a strain amongst the relations between the races, if this is to continue, and they're also concerned with our people going missing.
This harkens such mournful tidings, and then I go into relating what it says as I start heading off towards Fort Fangmoor.
I'm following.
Well, it looks like we do not get to rest from our journeys. Let us continue forth.
Do you think, Falcor, do you think possibly cult brainwashing thing?
I think our friends of the Vargarian ilk very well may be involved with this. Seems
So-
most likely.
So stuff to smash.
Nah, it don't make no sense.
Hmm.
Don't make no sense. Why would they kill somebody? They could just take them over.
Would we know where the dead would be brought to?
Not necessarily.
Also,
Whether they could have been brought back here to Gryphongaff, they could have been taken to the fort.
you guys gotta figure out about what do you want
Oh,
to tell
that's
the
great.
town about that throne that we just found. Remember?
I will ask Gregory
The
if he knows
throne,
anything
the
about
chair with the.
Fort Fangmoor.
Yeah.
You're gonna ask him what?
What he knows about what's going on at Fort Fangmoor.
From what I understand, there's been some disappearances and some attacks outside of the walls, but I do not have any of the details. The Dragonborn are handling it themselves.
We should look at this more closely and see what we can glean.
What are you guys doing with the Griffin? You taking it with you, or you want to send it to Mom's?
I don't have a need for it at the moment. I say we send it to Mom's.
I mean, I would do it, but it would be for ease of play reasons, not because my character particularly cares one way or the other.
Grundle Punch was more of the pet collector anyway of
sure.
the group.
Here goes Mom's.
Okay.
So at some point, I have to go find my armored friend.
If she wants to come back next session and say like, oh, this is her new beast companion or something, then this is a perfect time for her to have been setting that up.
I need to find out when the most recent attack was, and I want to get access to that body.
Okay.
For necrophiliac ways.
Give me that body, girl.
So, with that, you guys head out to the fort. Only takes a day and a half to get there.
Oh, only. Yeah, did not realize that it was that far away. But all right. Well,
Make it.
I mean, during that day and a half, I'm trying to figure out where Frozen ran off to.
Oh well, he more than likely he probably would have gone back to wherever you stable him, as long as he made it back from the beneath.
All right.
It's a dangerous place.
And we took a shortcut back, so he's probably still.
Yeah, and you guys they did take a shortcut.
All right. So I'll have the handlers of mine keep an eye out for him.
We will certainly do that. Well, you have your retainers as well, so that you can leave them behind to look for.
Yeah,
him.
whoever it is that are the ones directly responsible for working with me and him are the ones that I'm going to make sure keep an eye out.
So we're taking a minute in town before we run out. Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm kind of making just a quick pit stop.
Okay.
Is there anything else anyone else needs to do?
That's not important. I was going to pop my head into the tinkerer's shop and see if he got
Sparks.
back.
Oh, that's right, because he went on a trip.
Yep. Last time I saw him, I had snuck him into the city of Cogs.
He's in the center of town in stockades. All right, so you guys arrive at the fort, and you're immediately ushered in. The two of you are well known there as the ambassador and his attendant.
so I believe that you want access to the most recent victim
Yes.
of all of this.
So
dread
you're
business.
you're brought to or he actually comes to you, a large dragonborn, slightly smaller than Bloodfang, with dusty gray scales and yellow eyes, wearing the regular gear that the Dragon Ball Sport soldiers all wear. He's got chain mail and a greatsword strapped to his back. I'm Captain, and you've probably dealt with him before. Is Captain Grimfang?
Well met. Under such dread tidings, Grimfang, we're hoping to see the body of the most recently deceased. Would they be stored here or elsewhere?
We have them here down in the cellar, keeping the bodies cool.
When or how long ago was the most recent attack?
Or at least what's left of them. So, the most recent attack was probably about 9 days ago,
And I would need to get to it immediately.
and the one before that was another 5 days. And follow me. We can talk as we walk.
Rush on as fast as possible, as time is crucial.
Okay. So he takes you to the bodies, and basically there was two incidents where a lone dragonborn along with not a couple non-dragonborn were attacked, and the non-dragonborn were slain, and the individuals were taken, and then there was another after that had happened. It was deemed that no one was to leave the fort by themselves, and the groups were larger, and that's what you're brought to, like the survivors of a larger group, where there was actually 8 of them, and 4 of them were non-dragonborn, and 4 dragonborn which are missing.
So, what is the most intact body?
Define intact, because most of the faces are smashed, and they were actually opened up stem to stern, and it looks like most of their innards were just ripped out. It's almost like what you see more than anything is limbs, which are fairly intact, with everything else is just
it
like.
says the corpse must still have a mouth.
Their faces are smashed.
My word, this is gruesome.
They have the back of their skull, if that counts.
Well, that's. I don't know whether you would want me to make an Arcana check or whether I just have to cast a spell and you make the call or what. I want to cast Speak with Dead,
Okay.
but it says
I'm gonna cast Speak with Ted. So how you doing?
the corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead. When the spell fails, if the corpse was the target of the spell within the last 10 days.
So I'm going to go with you would know what the parameters of the spell is, but yeah, these bodies are barely recognizable.
So
No dental records.
They were actually identified by who had gone out and who hadn't come back in.
So it looks like this is not going to work.
Magically anyway. You know, anyone else that wants to investigate
Oh,
the
that
bodies?
would be my next.
I do have investigation. You probably have the superior modifier. I will assist you.
Yeah.
Aren't you actually? Isn't your expertise in investigate?
Well, yeah, this is mine.
So
21. I'm looking basically to see what kind of weapon killed him, or was it beast? Was it weapon? What?
So it actually looks like a combination of claws and steel. And when you investigate the bodies, it looks like an act of rage is what makes you think of it. And you know, if it wasn't for how jagged and ripped apart the torsos were, you would almost think that the innards were removed almost ritualistically.
Any sign of predation, like eating?
There are bite marks.
Are they consistent with the wounds? They look like there's something different, like got some little squirrel bite marks here and a big slash.
No. These are so you can tell that a large weapon was used, but then at the same time it looks like there's just large bite marks where things were just ripped off from the jagged edges.
So I have a 24 on my investigate. Would I be able to make a nature check to see if I could know anything about the different claws or teeth marks?
The closest you could come up with is a large predator, no smaller than like a bear.
All right. So, but like I wouldn't be able to tell based on the slashing or the space between them, whether it's feline, canine,
Ursine.
It's actually it's not really consistent with either of those.
Correct.
It looks.
Because I've spent plenty of time around crows.
No, I know. No, it looks like trying to figure out if your character would have any experience with what it looks like.
Knowledge is my game, so.
Yeah, but it's not the normal. What was your what?
Well, since my character's background is a gladiator, probably something like this may have been used in the gladiator fights I was in. Can I aid to try to help him recognize?
I don't think these were used. Although, you know what? I will allow you a check due to recent experiences.
Okay. 17 on investigating.
And you know what? You actually healed him. So it kind of reminds you of a much bigger version of when he was attacked by the fish.
Land shark.
So they look like fish bites.
More like a shark, but from a smaller mouth than a shark would have.
There's complaining and muttering from under my breath.
So we're talking about a land shark, but not a belay.
Yeah, because I don't think belay actually have shark teeth.
So we're talking about the literal incarnation of the land shark.
Like lycanthropic shark.
Flying fish.
Actually, in Skyrim, that's a thing.
Strange tidings. I mean, these are sea creatures by all intents and purposes. So
Can someone show us where the body was found so we can see if we can start tracking from there?
Yeah, they can absolutely take you. It was not far outside of the fort.
That was the next step.
Let's go.
Well, I can range around and search. Not super great.
It's elementary, my dear Rayon. Obviously, there is some sort of land shark that's wandering about these parts.
Now, that being said, the attack happened like 9 days ago, so.
So there's not going to really be much there.
I don't know. There may be. If the kill was this brutal, the thing didn't look like it was trying to cover its path too much.
And it probably flopped around the ground because, as we were saying, sharks don't
Right.
really dwell on
My
the
question
ground.
is in reference to them tracking.
Right.
Has there been any kind of like inclement weather or like rain or anything like that within the past 5 days?
Sharknadoes.
Well, something to ask that might cover tracks.
Sharknado.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go to the location, search around, see if we find anything.
Yeah.
If it's a humanoid, I get advantage on it, I believe.
It has range. So you find the location where it happened, and one of the things you find right away is there's a huge chunk taken out of one of the trees.
Like something bit through it.
No, like something slashed through it.
I believe something is slashed through this tree.
Very astute.
I kind of run my
Very
hand
astute.
through the marks.
I mean, it's stupid.
Kind of gauge
You were stupid. That's what I meant to say.
My hand size are fair.
No, not claw marks. Something slashed through it. So you looking at it, it's clean like a tool.
Oh, so like there's the rest of the tree, and then there's just trunk. Like it's been cut down.
No, it's not cut down. It's been cut through, like not all the way. Like when you examine it, especially the warriors, you can see clearly an edged weapon, like a great sword, ripped right through the trunk of the tree.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll a search check of some kind to gain more information about this?
Sure.
I have favorite enemy
Humanoid.
humanoid tree, and I rolled a 3. Fairly certain that I get.
The tree crushes him to death.
Fairly certain I get advantage on this. Once I find the thing.
So it's just like there's a chunk missing out of the tree?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Can the warriors ascertain like the size of the blade maybe used? Like
Advantage on wisdom
I'm
survival
comparing
checks.
it to my great sword.
It's about the same.
Fuck yeah.
So it's definitely
you,
roughly the
wasn't it?
size of a great sword.
It was you, wasn't it?
19.
Or a full blade.
19.
To find any tracks or little bits of something that came off something underneath leaves, or you know what I mean? Like this is something that's biting through stuff, or if it's equipped, it might have dropped something.
You do find something. You find, it's half buried in leaves and mud.
I snuffed it out. I sniffed it out with my sniffer.
You find a leather thong that's been snapped,
Smells like
and on
thong.
it is a blackened disc with 3 crimson slash marks. Or they might actually, or it could actually look like
an eyepiece.
what?
Is it an eye? Is it an eye patch? I
It's
snap
not
it
an eye
over my
patch.
eyeball.
Yeah, it's three slash marks, and then from them it looks like teardrops.
Haven't
But it's all-
we
it's
a weird
encountered
banana
this
hammock.
before?
Yeah, I put it on like a banana hammock. Does that
Haven't
work?
we encountered this symbol before?
I believe you guys have.
There's no kind of blood cultist thing.
Yep.
Wait, is this a blood cultist thing?
It is blood coats.
I throw it. I throw it at you. Ah!
Reflexes up.
So it's a,
I grab a hold of it as these two float around between the two
so
of
it's a,
them.
a black disc. What is it made of?
Well, it's on a thong. It's just a symbol on a thong.
Steel.
Okay.
It's metal that's been blackened. And then there's a enamel paint, red enamel. It's an enameling.
3 claws marks.
3 slash marks with teardrops. It's red.
Well, this has been found.
Is this similar to the ones we saw before? Or is it different? Is it different in any way?
Are these World
It
of
is
Darkness
very similar.
werewolves?
When you're looking at it, you do notice one thing though. On the back side of it, there's red flecks like dried blood.
Yep, blood.
That's blood, all right.
It's kind of like the 3 slash marks with blood droplets coming off of it.
Yes.
Not the normal. Right. Right.
Yeah, the slash marks with the.
So it's different from the
So
normal
yeah,
sign
so,
symbol?
if nobody else wants to hold on to it, I definitely would like to be able to take it and investigate further with it.
Here you go.
Let's see.
Could you make a religion check on that?
I don't think there needs to be.
Well, because if it's a different offshoot than the standard thing, like maybe...
I thought we killed these blood cultists.
Where there's one
it's
there's
a
one
20
group of blood
21
cultists, there are
religion.
at least 3 other groups.
If that's going to tell me.
Yeah, I killed 4
anything
times as many blood cultists.
more specific about
7 times to be absolutely sure, and then salt the ground.
Well, one of the things is it's not a well-known religion or cult in that case. Clearly, you believe they're connected somehow, and this could be an order within the order.
All right, and this you said this. We determined that this slash mark on the tree is
Was
big.
from a greatsword.
It's from a weapon.
Yes.
It's roughly the same width and size as a slash mark coming from mine.
And we're pretty sure he didn't do it.
Do you guys know of any
He was in your
Dragonborn
bag that
blood
whole
cults?
time, right?
Are you sure I was in the pack the whole time?
Is that a thing?
Was it? Let's kill him.
Not that you know of. Matt, you've never heard of this blood cultist thing until you came to this world.
This is an affliction of your world here, Torg. You've inflicted it upon my people.
Yeah, why do they want your dragon so much?
Hold
I
up
don't know.
your claws. How many fingers you got?
Yeah, how do we know they
You
didn't come
got
from
3.
there?
There's 3 claws on there. Last time I checked, 4, baby.
Yeah.
We didn't land on Gryphongaff Rock. Gryphongaff Rock landed on us.
I know your number system only goes up to 3, but
4. Is that what that is? Crap. Yeah, I gotta say I'm going with that. And this got claw marks. That sounds like you.
not you personally, but maybe your family.
Yeah, I mean, you lizard peoples.
Could be a
Why
new
the
sect.
hell- Why isn't there hell a object reading spell anymore?
Yeah.
None.
Well, I mean, the solution to this is really friggin' obvious, guys. Really obvious.
What is that?
I'm afraid to know.
What do you have?
We come out here at night, presumably.
Look helpless as we can.
Yeah, we drink,
Right.
we get drunk, we have a little tailgate party, and just wait around and just see what happens.
Hide all our weapons so they don't look threatening at all, so they attack, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right.
Are you trying to implicate us in a scandal? In my culture, tailgate is a grievous insult.
Oh, because I get it. Yeah, they don't go for that kind of thing over there? Get modern times.
That the suggestions to flying around.
Those tailgates are just devious scandals and plots.
Do we find it? I want to go over the schedules of the disappearances to see if there's a certain pattern to when people were going missing.
Yeah, was it just once a night?
It's
What time of day is it?
right now.
Yes.
Right now it is in the afternoon.
All the attacks happened at night?
No.
That's what we're trying to find out.
No, there's been 3 separate attacks, and they happened at different times of the day.
All right,
Only
so-
one of them was at night, the first one.
All right,
Was it
so
particular-
if Torg and I sit down and look at the available data,
Uh-huh.
can we see if there's a clue or something that was overlooked? I mean, we both have
Well,
expertise.
the common denominator is pretty simple. That the attacks have only happened when Dragonborn have been present.
right,
and the
so we've
Dragonborn
got
have been gone.
Dragonborn and not Dragonborn, so we could possibly lure whatever the attack is. Where obviously, they're going to try and take the Dragonborn away, but what if there was something else that was out there that the other people didn't pick up on?
Where were the other attacks? All same area? Farther along?
They've been all outside of the fort. So all of them have happened within a day's ride of the fort.
One thing I am going to do while we're kind of here, since the armor I have is noticeably different. I'm actually going to see if I can't switch into more of a coherent gear, like plate gear, to fit in here, so as not to stand out so much should we decide to do this kind of thing.
He doesn't want to look like a level 99, shaman when he's in the first level area.
Yeah.
So, well, is there anything special about it other than you've bolted like dead parts from everything you fought on it?
No.
Other than that, it's just full plate, right?
Yeah, it's just full plate, but it's just if we're going to try to lure something out, instead of having the armor made with bolted dead parts on it, it would probably be more advantageous just to have plain-looking armor so they don't suspect the thing.
And he's gonna dress like Bugs Bunny and drag.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what
Well,
and magic helmet.
Were we able to, if you did check in on Curzon, were we able to pick up Curzon, who probably has sent? Because that would...
Crozon's not here yet.
yeah, he just left word for them to
so
look
must
for
to
him.
clear up about the killings. So they're days travel from
The fort. Yes.
Were they all leaving the fort or going to the fort?
They're all individuals who had left the fort.
All right, so either someone in the fort is tipping them off, or they're close enough that they have a watch keeping an eye on when people leave and then tracking them.
So, I'm going
So we have a good area to start with.
I'm going to, I think I'm going to polymorph into something that has scent. Like a wolf or
But we
something.
need you to be a Dragonborn.
Well, we can find them before they find us if I can track them.
Let's all be Dragonborn. Polymorphs, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my primeval awareness ability.
Ew.
So I'm going to
So
take
he's
some
gonna be
leaves and
evil.
crunch them up and sniff them and touch a tree and think about stuff real hard. And it tells me if my favorite enemy, let me see here.
Humanoids.
Yeah. Says you can attune your senses to determine if any of your favorite enemy lurk nearby, spending 1 uninterrupted minute in concentration, which for me is jumping around and acting crazy. You can sense whether any of your favorite enemies are present within 5 miles of you. This feature reveals which of your favorite enemies are present, their numbers, and the creature's general direction and distance. So I know that we are near a city, right? Mm-hmm. And that's got a bunch of Dragonborn in it because it's Dragonborn City, right? This is
The fort, yeah.
It's a Dragonborn encampment. Mm-hmm. So if there's like,
While you're
Hey,
talking about stuff, we're just being slowly surrounded.
hey, if there's like, an encampment of people within 5 miles that aren't in that city,
So
then
you
we
go
can
to
check
eat your
them out.
leaf, and you touch the tree, and it's a Dragonborn's chest. I think I'm getting something.
It's a fucking blood cultist. I found him.
Nope, no one nearby.
Kobold,
They're not kobolds.
green blades, or green dragon spawn green blades, something like that.
So as you've been focusing and concentrating, you begin feeling the presence of hostile humanoids
Creeping up on
in
us.
your near vicinity. You can you feel the presence of, let's say, 3, 6, 9, 12 of them within spitting distance.
All right, and I snap out of it and go, look out, guys, they're right on top of us. There's 12 of them.
And he does that as what you see is orcs begin bursting through the woods, or coming through the woods towards you. They're probably further away than that from you guys, about 30 feet. And one of the things you notice that's really odd is they seem to be covered and slicked with blood. They're completely crimson head to toe. Even their long hair is almost like dreadlocks of matted hair.
And they for sure look like they are coming for us and aggressive and not running from something else, right?
Yes, they.
Start cutting them down.
Chopping time!
They get covered in blood because they just watched like 20 more of themselves get like eviscerated by some bigger monster.
Greetings!
They run through here and we go, whack, 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 whack.
Greetings. You have the
Giant monster
opportunity
walks
to
over the
surrender
trees.
and take us to your leader so we can negotiate the terms and the release of my people.
I just hear yelling.
It sounds like
I dive into the bushes like as soon as possible.
Okay.
All I hear is yelling from them. It's,
Name is Tiny Hut.
Let's wait it out. Todd says, "Let's wait it out."
Let's wait it out.
They'll tuck
Don't get real
themselves out.
close so we can look at them, get a good
Let's
idea.
go up in
what
the tiny hut. Wait till that blood dries. They're gonna be real uncomfortable.
Yeah, it'll be all itchy, and we gotta do
So
that.
you say when you say that, one of them, we'll say this one, yells, "Just you and your friend come with us, and we'll take you to your companions."
Do it.
Well,
do
that's really simple.
Do it.
We just do this the easy way then.
I'm not leaving these. other
Just a quick
three.
question: you're not gonna eat them, are you?
Of course not. The master has plans.
Alright, so how close are they?
They're like 30 feet from you guys.
Have they stopped charging, or are they? Still
Yes,
running?
you should just lead us all.
They're moving forward.
We should just lead us all to your master. I'm gonna do suggestion on the apparent leader. So basically the words I have the bearing of the words of a spell.
Okay.
I just want to kick this out here. I don't know if you guys remember, but my character kills all blood cultists pretty much on sight.
Oh no, we're assuming that hell's gonna go down.
Okay, I mean, I just don't
We're
want to be
trying to get a
like,
little
oh, you're
info
fucking
first.
up my big plan to
Well, I'm
suggestion
going-
them all.
I'm
No,
going-
these guys are dead.
I'm going with my plan. We'll see how this
What was
goes.
that? Whatever you do, make sure you don't bust all their mouths up so we can answer more questions later.
It's true. Yeah, so a wisdom saving throw for the apparent lead, and I am within 30 feet of him.
Okay. So he fails.
Oh, sweet. So, yeah, he thinks it's a great idea to do exactly, to lead us all to his master. We'll see if it works. And then he ruins the plan.
Yes.
I mean, you can say something to me.
No,
you know?
Go
he
team.
will, I will. He's going to lead us to his master.
All right, we're gonna kill him later, though, right?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
So, all right. So, word that again for me.
Yes, you should take us all to your master, where we can parlay this out, as you were instructed.
All right. So he approaches. So within talking distance. That is an excellent idea. I will bring you to the master.
See, cooler heads can prevail. Wiser heads.
We can bring you all to the masters. Now, it probably doesn't take much of an insight check for you to see that the other guys all look a little bewildered by this. And he's been the one that's been speaking. But these guys still look pretty aggressive. And they're like, yes, we will bring the Dragonborn with us after we kill the others.
That's
Blade
a-
barrier.
Wait. That's not such a good idea. Well, no, you have your orders to take all of us to your master.
Where do you cast Blade Barrier?
It's literally gonna
Right
be
on
right.
us.
So nice,
take me alive.
let's do initiative.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure initiatives happen here.
Ah,
Oh, yeah, it was good.
Not so great.
I have a 20 today.
12.
part of me wants to use my inspiration just to reroll that.
Can you move me off behind
Off the
those-
map.
Yeah, like off. Yeah,
Why would
I'm
you
outta
attack
here.
This way?
I have a 4 total.
I'll do it.
So,
Right over here.
oh, okay.
Are we behind them?
You get to move at the start of initiative?
No, I said before we even start doing this, I jump off into some bushes.
Yeah.
But then how will you come save us once we're all...
You mean how will I be the only one to come save you?
I'm just gonna
Can-
tell a
can you
story
leap
about
over
heroic
20
death.
17.
20 foot high? Can I leap 20 feet high?
Once.
All right, Ryan, you go to 17.
Yep.
You go to 4,
Bloodfang is at 20.
20.
12.
15.
All right, what are you doing, Bloodfang?
I don't like whichever way I go. It leaves one side of this wall defenseless.
Well, you have to remember, we seen there's 10 there, and he said there's 12 things.
Right.
Is there 10 there?
There's 10 there.
Or you just can't count.
Or, yeah.
I see 9.
Or he
There's
can't
9. That's
count.
him you're looking at.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
There's 12 there.
There's 9 there, but he said that there's 12 other things out there.
And but you're trusting the math of Pickle Dick.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I
I was
got.
counting you guys.
12 or 50, it could be the same.
all right. So,
I crit my stealth, so 33 stealth up in here.
so I'm actually going to hold.
I am.
I'm actually
That's
going
right.
to
I'm in another dimension.
prepare an action. If that's
Okay, yes.
legal.
What is
So,
the action you're preparing? What's your trigger?
If
Intolerance.
Loud noises.
when they move
Tiny hands.
Tiny hands.
when they it'll be when they move within one space adjacent to me,
Okay.
I'm going to attack.
Okay. Done and done.
And I have flame reach out and on.
17?
17. Basically, I'm trying to persuade the leader that his orders are actually by the weight of a suggestion spell to bring us all to his leader.
Totally agrees with you. He's like, he's got a stupid smile on his face.
So talk your men down because they are disobeying the order, and let's be off.
Where'd it go?
So you can see him
Two pinkies.
up close and personal, and you can see that they're basically wearing loincloths. That's it. You can see that he's got sores all over his body that are weeping blood all over. His eyes are bloodshot. His tongue is lolling out of the side of his head. His hair was probably black at one point, and it hangs down in long.
Oh, there.
Almost, you want to say braids, but you don't think so. It's more like matted dreadlocks. And
He's gross.
and they're not my men.
How do you mean?
I appreciate that, by the way.
I'm not in charge.
Who's in charge?
The sisters.
Oh, we're the sisters.
Well, it's the sisterhood of the Sanguine. That we follow their orders, and they follow the master's orders. Or some of them call them the daughters.
Well, all that being said, they should acquiesce to your wise and great counsel.
He kind of puffs up a little bit and feels, you made him feel better. 15, what are you doing?
I've not seen so large and impressive.
I'm gonna look around for those other 2 people I sensed. So I'm gonna stealth around behind the lines here and just see if I can find. There's 2 more people that are supposed to be here, and they're probably hiding back here somewhere. 3 more people. There goes my math.
You just get into character.
Yeah, so I'm gonna spend around just sneaking up to get this dude that looks like the boss in
Okay, so what you see is you sneak up on them. They have no clue you're there. They're female orcs. Mostly they look like female orcs. They stand like 7.5 foot tall. The attributes of femininity seem to be exaggerated, like over large breasts, over large hips, except for they're completely stacked as far as musculature. The only thing they're wearing is loincloths, and they have great swords that they're holding
I got
one-handed.
weeping wounds and blood and shit.
No, but their skin is completely crimson. Their eyes almost burn with a fire to them.
Damn, this is gonna hurt
They have
me.
exaggerated fangs. It almost looks like rows of shark teeth in their mouth.
That's not appealing at all.
That's not sexy.
No.
Yeah, and they also have horns sprouting from the crown of their heads.
Oh, now we're back.
They also,
Well, they are horny.
yeah, each one of them has long black hair that's worn in braids.
I get it. Okay. Yep. So I mean, it
take
probably
them
takes
out.
me around to sneak
Kill all
up,
them, yeah.
sneak up and get them get my shots lined up. So
Okay.
I see that. I'm assuming it does.
See if we can kill all them before we find out they exist.
Yeah, right.
So that was 15.
If part in part of that sneaking around, I can get up into a tree. That'd be great. Also,
Yeah, you can do that.
and I figured out what I want that tinkerer to make for me.
I think I have a good
Tele-
spell solution at least.
Telescoping shoes?
What's that?
Camera. Camera. No, like a Batman style, like grappling hook whole thing.
What
like
was your
really-
initiative?
12.
12. You're up.
Tree.
Haste.
Okay.
Score.
What does haste do?
Right.
You get an extra attack.
Your speed is doubled. You get +2 to your AC.
Yay.
You get advantage to dexterity saving throws, and you get additional action on your turn.
And now that you've used now that they've come within
Yeah,
5
he's going
foot,
to get to do his
you get to do
thing.
your thing.
Alright, so I get 3
Nice.
attack space now? Yes.
Yeah, so now you have 4.
4 attacks. I need another D1.
4 attacks.
Because he's hasted it.
Yeah, Sakti gets 3 to begin with.
It's 11th level.
Was that when fighters get a 3rd attack?
Yeah.
Alright. 4 attacks.
Okay. Have at it. So I guess it's this guy that was the one that was
Talking, yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's a lot of low numbers.
So I
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
have 2 16s, a 22, and a 28.
They all hit.
Okay. So, first damage roll. That gets to be re-rolled. So, 19 on the first attack.
Okay.
Well, not plus your
Oh,
mega modifiers.
25.
Okay. You nearly cleave it in half.
26 on the second for the second one.
That absolutely completes your cleave. Now, everyone within 10 feet, give me a con save.
That would have been this guy that triggered it. So that's this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. So everyone but Todd and Anthony.
No, okay.
Constitution.
Yes.
I
16.
I think I might bend luck that.
21.
Or lucky.
16, 21.
Yeah. That's lucky that. Nope, not any better. Do I want to also bend luck it? Because this is not good. Yeah. Let's see.
For future reference.
For me.
So I gotta give it to him.
All right, let's. Yes, I have a 16. Oh, that flipped.
So,
All right, so I use that. What inspiring words did you use for me?
Get her done.
Duck.
ooh, that looks like it's gonna hurt.
Mean Gene.
All right. Oh yeah. So did you pass your saving throw finally?
I have a 16,
Okay.
so I don't know what that does. What is the DC?
So the DC is 13. All right. So everyone who made a DC 13, you only take half damage on 12. So 6 points of poison damage, or not poison damage, necrotic damage,
Okay.
as it explodes in a mass of blood, and you feel a little sickened by it, but it quickly passes.
That's just disgusting.
So do you want me to keep rolling damage now?
Yes.
Well, you took the first one out with your first 2 attacks.
Yeah.
You have 2 more, but you also can cleave.
I can.
Don't you have the ability to cleave?
He does.
So you can just roll the 3rd damage as your cleave, but you'll have another
Cleave.
attack to still do.
Okay.
16, 19.
25.
Feeling we're going to be making more Constitution saving throws.
25 damage.
Yeah.
Yes, you will be making more Constitution saves.
Well, I actually have one more set of damage because I got 4 attacks from him.
So he goes down.
Yeah,
So that's another con save.
it is.
Yes.
Negatory.
25.
How bad?
25 is good.
I could bend luck for you if you really want.
I need 2 points.
Yeah. Well,
Does it cost you an action to do bad luck?
it's. Oh, you know what? It's a reaction. I've already used my reaction for the turn. My bad. Never mind. Sorry.
Oh, because you're.
It costs a reaction to use it. Yeah.
All right, so. Ooh. So 23. If you made your save, you take half.
What's the half math on that? Is that 11?
11.
Yeah.
This is why I wanted to get up my blade barrier.
Okay. Only one of you's failed to save. Okay, you have the poison condition as you feel sickened.
So, last attack from the 4 that I got, thanks to his haste.
Okay.
So essentially, Bloodfang's done more damage by killing them to you than they've done to us.
Yes.
This is unchecked aggression.
Called it.
26 on the 3rd one in the line.
Okay. So. Ooh. So that one goes down.
18.
Another 11.
Good. What'd you get on your save, Ryan?
I was fine. I had a 19.
Okay. Oh, bummer.
Oh, there's another save, right?
Yeah.
I missed. All right. No, that's a 9.
So 11 points of damage. If you fail, you take the full. Ryan, do you want to roll your breath weapon?
Yeah, let's figure that out.
Or, well, wait a minute. Necrotic's not one of them, right? So it doesn't matter.
necrotic isn't.
Yeah. Never mind.
Well, wait. If it's poison damage, there is
It's
a poison.
necrotic.
Oh,
Now
okay.
you get your cleave.
And that's 1 extra attack, right?
I think you only can do 1 per round with the cleave.
Yeah, but he hasn't.
He hasn't used it yet.
hasn't used it
Oh,
yet.
yeah,
okay.
I got hasted, so I had 4 attacks on
Okay.
that.
Voice.
What's funny? You hit.
So it's a 22 on the cleave.
All right. Yeah, that will hit.
These are
22.
22 damage. Which one was that?
This
Okay,
one.
yeah, knock him over.
saving throw.
Yes.
No,
Hey,
does that one hit me? Is it within 10?
Yeah,
That's an 11.
It does hit me?
it was here. So yes.
Okay.
19.
I have to roll one. Can you hit the ones away from me next time?
I went down the line.
14. What's a DC?
13.
Oh, okay. So I take half.
Yes.
Yes.
Haven't
6.
even been attacked yet, and I'm already down half.
Nice.
Sorry.
Oh,
Some
you
things
son
are
of a
constant.
bitch. So 4, if you master your saving throw, you take 2.
Oh, okay.
You get 4 on 4d6.
I did.
Wow.
But if you failed your saving throw, unless you've already have the poison condition, you have it.
So what is
So I took 2 points of what you're saying.
what does the poison condition do?
I think it's like disadvantage on pretty much everything.
So same as normal for me.
Same as normal. Yeah.
You know what? So you take out 4 of them?
Yeah.
You got any attacks left?
No, that was it for me.
You drop 4 of them.
Okay,
It's a
so
new record in one day.
all right, so now they will actually go.
The 5 that are left? Or 4, because one of them is under his
Yeah, the one that's under his sway is not hostile towards you guys.
So these two things.
I like you, Bob. You're a real reasonable orc.
Green swamp.
So they're not armed. They're swiping with their claws, and one scrapes against your armor to no effect.
Yeah, it's at 21 now.
And then Torg, one falls at your feet, so we can knock that
Right, that's how it's supposed to go.
That's what I
I don't know what I
Okay,
did.
that's
but
fine. And then
Before me.
Falcor, holy shit! I guess an 11 does not hit you.
No, that's remarkably enough.
And then let's see who the extra attack goes at. It's at you, Falcor.
Son of a bitch.
13.
That'll just barely. What? Yep. Shield.
Kind of trailed
Shields
off there.
up.
What was that?
Shields up.
All right, so its claws scraggle against your.
So
Divert all energy to forward shields.
I breathe out this chromatic shield that it scrapes against.
You're like a breathomancer.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
Everything breath.
that's when you guys hear the pounding of footfalls, as what I described earlier comes bursting through
Oh, look, help.
the woods. So we got 5, 10.
Tell me, I got my next turn all rolled up here. Whenever you're ready.
I think they're angry at me.
And let's see what we got here now. Not exactly, but
My prepared action is burned. No.
your way.
The prepared action was burned.
So they run up with great swords in hand, and the two of them that can reach are going to reach out for Bloodfang.
Super hot orc chicks coming to chop your dick off.
I don't know about super hot, but you know.
I think you're getting way too much credit with his great swords there.
Well, he heard the really big boobs, and that's.
So does a 23 hit?
Yes.
Now, to be fair, he said all their feminine aspects
How do
were
you
enhanced.
feel about kamikaze t-shirts?
That is true.
Like, it's fair to
because
say.
17
I
does
don't
not
want to
though.
kamikaze
No.
anything.
No, because I am hasted, my armor class sits at 21.
Okay, so one great sword clangs off of your sword as you
Against
deflect it.
everything.
Alright.
Another one comes in to hit you, and then they both lean in towards you with those maws,
They would all,
and
they would all be down.
And then
you're able to you just lean back out of the way as those jaws snap shut near you.
Fire purifies all?
Slobber going all over the place.
Slobber knobber.
And oh my god, that's pathetic. You take 6 points of damage from a glancing blow.
Alright.
I have the smarter play.
Are you going to fireball me again?
Smarter play than that.
And as they get closer, you smell a mixture of sulfur and blood.
Sulfur's flammable. Yes?
No,
I don't know.
it's not.
So you're up.
is this guy in this square or this square?
That's where.
This square?
Yes.
He's down, so he's going to take a swing at me.
She.
Sorry, she.
22.
That I.
11 points of damage.
Alright, I'm not even going to write it down. Heal.
Todd, how long does haste last? Till the end of your next turn?
It's his concentration.
Concentration.
Yeah, concentration. Yeah.
For a minute, so. As long as I don't basically cast anything else or get knocked out.
Oh yeah, give me a concentration check. That reminds me. Constitution save.
Because he took damage.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to do
15?
that too.
15,
Because
you're good.
I'm concentrating on the suggestion spell.
Oh yeah.
So I took 3 damages.
Yeah.
I think I should take Warcaster at one point. Because that's going to make a lot of sense.
So do these things seem to be affected by the blood splatter of their
How does this concentration check work, by the way?
They seemed resistant, not in a resistance way, but
It's half damage or 10, whatever is greater.
but it did affect them.
Yeah. So it's half damage or whichever is greater, and it's a Constitution saving throw, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So I have pretty sure 2 failures. So suggestion, guys, not so suggested.
Is he dead?
No, not yet.
I liked you, Bob.
You lied to me.
Really didn't. You should just be like, I don't feel like doing what you're saying so much anymore. But I'm pretty much doing the same thing anyway, so.
Yeah. So that happened.
That did happen. All right, are you done?
Yeah. I can't. I've got a bonus action and I'd like to use it, but I already cast a spell, so.
So Bloodfang is up then.
No.
Are you top of the order?
No. Actually, he held. You're up. I'm sorry.
Held, right. All right, I'm gonna let loose into the back of this chick from hiding from the trees where they just came from, essentially.
Okay.
So
So advantage.
this one or this one? Or this one?
The main, the odd one.
The odd one.
Yeah. Does a 14 hit her?
Yes,
It does.
it does.
Well, prepare to get shot the fuck up. She can take 28 damage.
Okay. How many shots was that?
Well, that was the first shot.
Oh,
Sorry.
nice.
Second shot, 24. She takes 33 damage and is pushed 15 feet
Straight down.
straight into essentially into the face of that dude that was just suggested.
Now that's a saving throw, right?
Oh, that's true. It's a saving throw. Please make a saving throw.
Okay.
Or is it?
Please fail your saving throw.
Yeah, she did not move.
Okay, that's fine.
I need to do that when I'm attacking.
And then I hit with a 25.
Okay.
Please take 27 damage and make a saving throw.
All right.
Or you are menaced by me.
Over 100 points of damage.
Is it?
It was like 27 or 28, 23, 33.
Maybe. I'll add it up afterwards.
Do you need to,
I got 88.
is it worth
Yeah.
using a mass cure wounds?
I don't know. I just healed myself, so.
You did. You're up.
And is that a strength
Oh,
save?
fine.
That is a
he's not hurt very
wisdom
bad.
save, I believe.
Oh, for the man. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
She's menacing.
Kind of hurt.
I'm at 68.
Yes. You totally.
No, 52.
She's menaced?
She's menaced by you.
Alright, she doesn't want to come
Because I
any
can
closer
still
to me.
cast another
And
spell,
I'm
it's
somewhere
not
back there, so.
concentration, so I'm trying to
Not,
get through my
if it's a bigger thing when I was
non-concentration
when she was on the other
list.
side of me, but whatever. Then I hit her with a 22, which will deal 32 damage. Then I'm going to hit her with a 17, I assume, which will deal 33 damage, and then I will have advantage on her next turn.
How many attacks did you just take?
Oh, I activated
Action surge.
Action Surge in there.
Oh, okay.
Because I had to cast the spell to get the bonus damage
Alright.
on a bunch of the other attacks, and I had advantage for the whole thing. So.
Okay, so the fourth attack drops it.
Sweet. Well, then somebody else takes that last one.
Okay, and how much was the last one?
The last one was 33.
Okay.
And gives me the next person that attacks them is common advantage. So we'll just say the closest. Yeah,
Okay.
So the next person to attack that one gets the advantage.
What dimension door are you out of there? You got a problem with that?
I think I got something.
You got something? You gonna stay there?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You gonna stay in the splatter zone?
Well, you know what?
Yeah, your
I
tarp
will
on?
be moved. Yeah, I will take a move if you can move me if you want. Although I think I have something that will be very helpful.
I'm just trying to get us out of the exploding zone.
All right, so you're up now, right? All right, I believe.
Oh. Let's see what the
Dimension
total
door.
was.
Two of us.
I didn't think the first one was
Okay.
going to hit, so.
Let me see. Right about. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So now they're just all going to cluster back on us.
Well, not if you kill them this round. Go for it.
I don't kill things.
Oh, right.
Bloodfang is up.
All right.
He's going to kill things.
That's
All
right.
right. Now, because he did Dimension Door, I'm no longer hasted, or am I still hasted?
You're still
You're
hasted.
still hasted.
Oh yeah, I didn't lose. It wasn't a concentration spell, so.
So you're going to take out the little ones or take out the big ones?
I'm going to try for the big ones first.
153 damage.
No, I can't. If I drop it, you get one round where you can't do anything. So I'm gonna try not to drop it. But it is kind of a trolly thing to do. Comment. Oh, now you're exhausted.
No, we
They
don't
go
know
around
about
the pummeling.
the new ones, but they're also not wearing armor. So,
All right.
They ain't hard to hit.
so why don't you ask if this one hits?
So
And if it does,
So I have.
hold on, let me finish talking. Ask if this one hits, and if it does, great. If not, then you can use your inspiration on that.
Right. So I have with a 13 hit.
The 13 does not. Gets deflected by a greatsword.
All right. I also have a 16 and a 25. Those will hit, yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So when that 16 hits, she snarls, "Worthless cur," and then hits AC 23 with her greatsword
Damn, she riposted.
for 15 points of damage.
All right. All right. So I have 2 attacks that hit.
What initiative count are we at right now?
We are at 11.
I'm at 20.
No, you
No,
you held your action.
You held your action,
Okay.
so you're at the new one.
Okay, I'm at 17. Because Ted was the last person to go last round, so I should.
Oh, well, you should have went then.
Yeah.
All right. Pause you for a second. So
Well, yeah. Basically in Draconic, I will call out to pull your boots up, which is a signal to look away, and I'm casting Hypnotic Pattern right in the midst of all that going on
Okay.
there. Wisdom saves all around, and I will heighten spell the one at Bloodfang's back, so she has disadvantage on her saving throw.
So this one that hasn't been attacked yet.
has
Yeah,
disadvantage.
disadvantage on saving throw.
Okay, so
I'm a DC.
that one makes the save.
DC 17.
That one fails the save.
Which one? The one that I disadvantaged
Yes.
made the save still?
No, the one that you disadvantaged failed the save.
Okay.
How many does it affect?
It's going to affect everybody in that area that can view it, and in Draconic, I told everybody to look away.
So he closes his eyes a second, and thus is not.
Okay, so is it an ongoing effect that stays there?
Yes.
Okay.
Immobilizing everyone until they take damage.
All right, so we have, so you got those guys. That's a fail. That is probably going to be a fail.
Oh,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we got that. And that one. 16, does that pass?
nope, DC 17.
Okay, so they all fail.
Except for one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Slay the one that can still yet move.
Which one was that?
The one you've been attacking.
All right.
So what does your damage end up being?
So you got 2 hits, and you can use your inspiration to try and get a third.
I have 31 and 29 for the 2 damage total, so 60 total.
Alright, so what do we got there? Is that 5? 5. Wait a second.
Still up.
Third one spell.
Barely. Looking bad.
Oh, use it or not. I'll use my inspiration for one more attack. Nope.
The dice did not like you, sir.
Not tonight, it doesn't. Full action surge. I'll use it to take another attack action.
Okay.
Wow.
There's a crit,
Does that even need to get rolled?
and then my lowest is a 15. I have a 15
They
and
will all
17.
So she said that he said that she was barely alive. So I'd move the crit to the new person.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so it doesn't really work that way. You've already attacked. You don't get to go. Oh, wait a minute.
That's why
Over
you can
here.
roll all your attacks at once.
That's true.
Just head cheating. That's all.
All right.
So I went to the school of Mark. What can I say?
So with the crit, would you like me to still roll the damage on that?
Only if you want to.
So now it's kind of we can just massacre all these
She's
things. That
totally obliterated. How long are they incapacitated for?
a minute.
Oh, you like stunned all the rest of them?
Yeah.
Oh.
I should have did this like a round ago, but I just well also too with the ones moving in especially it's just really worked out. So
So you can totally do that, and how are you going to murder them?
from a just good safe distance.
Okay.
I would say we tie at least one of them up. Take away their weapons.
Set it on fire.
Fight's
What-
over.
what
We're
you
doing
saying?
fight's over.
Yeah, the fight is
Okay.
over. You just tell me how you finish them off and what you do. That's
I'm
all.
gonna hop out the tree and walk over. We should tie up that boss-looking chick right there. And let her lead us. If I gotta follow one of these, I'm following her back to the base. I mean, don't get me wrong; these are blood cultists, and I hate them. So we could just like gack the rest of them.
But you know how Pickle Dick feels about orc women.
Yeah,
It's his
If we're gonna
kryptonite.
trail one of them, might as well be this one as well.
Well, we could either
So I think speak with Dennis.
you represent the guard. How would you handle them?
Do
would
I
you
make
put them
saving
to the
throws
sword?
to get rid of this thing, or do I need rest?
I would let, since it's
It fades
closest
after
to your
a minute
guys'
or so.
base, I'd let them make the determination. But I would, off the minions, take the boss back.
Well, I'm just from the aspect of the,
Let's take
the
it
law of
back.
the
Why don't we
land.
go straight to their base? Start murking them all. We gotta ghost these fools. They spread like plagues.
Per the law of the land, should we
The,
put
the
them
ones that were in
to
front of
death?
me are just getting
I don't know,
cubed in half.
what's your laws on sale? With the,
Unless somebody stops me because I'm still angry.
What do you say?
Do we do martial law in
There's
Fort?
there's two in front of me. They hit me.
Yeah. Do we do martial law? Is that how things are done through the Fort Fang? What's it?
Fangmoor.
Fangmore.
Fangmoor.
Fangmore. Fangless.
I will tell you to not kill the woman.
Well,
ask you to
there's
not
law.
kill one.
So
I turn my blade one up and
All right.
slap
I
him
suppose
on
we
the side
should
of the head,
bind
just
them
really,
and
really
take
hard.
them back.
Huh?
We should bind them and take them back.
All of them?
the
Waste of time. It's a waste of time.
Oh.
They're just gonna get hung when they get back to town anyway, and who knows what these fuckers are all up to out in the woods out here. We can't spend hours walking back to town and back
one
and
of their
forth and all
head
this.
has a scorched side of the face.
Procedures
I
must be
turned
seen
the-
to,
turned,
and so
flame
on.
blade.
Procedures are bullshit. Those are for chumps. Let's gack these fools and keep moving.
so the the two
well, if I give
females,
you one to gag, we'll take the rest.
the two
I'll
females that
change how
actually
much
got
time this
dropped,
takes.
the only thing left
Like
of
nature.
of them is basically a blood angel on the ground.
When they die, they explode?
No, they don't explode. They just kind of like totally sanguine and turn into fluid. And
Which ones?
They True
chicks?
Blood.
the chicks, yeah.
Ah.
True Blood.
Is that how they do it in True Blood?
There's
Yeah.
a True Blood. Oh, they turn to big, sticky, fleshy blood
They turn
mess.
into scrapple, essentially.
Yeah.
Do they have anything good on them?
The great swords and loincloths,
Great sword is nothing special.
and they had those amulets.
The same.
Yeah.
Well, no need to stand on ceremony. Let's usher these back, and then come back out.